hottest team in the land coming through.
If you still want to be a part of an upcoming game, please visit us online or our ticket booth for available tickets.
Want to get your hands on the Spurs background hoodie? Simply show up at our next giveaway game, and every fan in attendance gets one. Be there. We like your time at the arena to be enjoyable, inclusive and free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word Spurs along with your issue and see that we can do 5.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Trace Jackson Davis.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. They'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. MP out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And for the Spurs, we've got Malcolm Brogdon. He's out there with Castle. Johnson is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Okeke in at the power forward. You know, Brent, some players tend to start the season fast, and others start it slow. Which camp did you fall in?
Well, I appreciate the question, Kevin. I just personally wanted to come into the season ramped up and ready to go, in great shape, and just setting a tone for the year. That not only does it for me, but I think it does something for your teammates. But there's another side to this. The seasoning of a player is also important. The guy 10 years into the league, they're going to work themselves into a lather, and given the level of contribution that they make to the team, they'll be ready when the moments are biggest.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Curry kicks to MP. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off. Now Brogdon. Nice move. And it's good on the layup.
How about Brogdon just adjusting there and then finishing with contact.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said, Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Wembanyama. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Brogdon. With the teardrop. Second shot opportunity. And that one, good.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Down low. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Wembanyama sets a screen for Brogdon. This one for 3, and it's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Brogdon.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
MP finds Kuminga. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Okeke. Here's Castle, guarded by Curry. And the rejection by MP.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range.
Bangs home the trifecta.
They're almost always layups for Curry at this point. Makes the three look so easy.
Pass to Castle. Misses the three. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Brogdon. Okeke passes to Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
MP outside. Left side Curry. Fires the three. Okeke grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Castle, guarded by Curry. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Castle. Back to Brogdon. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Kuminga, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wiggins finds MP. Jacks up a three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And stolen by MP. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Andre Drummond's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Andrew Wiggins. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Drummond working against Wembanyama. Pass to Okeke. A fadeaway. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Wembanyama's got 17 now.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
MP, no good. San Antonio leading by 3. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
This is a good sign here. Brogdon, under duress, still comes through.
Now, here's MP. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple. MP's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Okiki. Wembanyama with it. Here's Brogdon. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Brogdon's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Wembanyama against Drummond. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. The Warriors pull it in, and we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's Brogdon, following the score by Golden State. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Here's Pajemski, following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Brogdon against MP. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
You really at times can throw that ball up near the top of the square, and Andre Drummond can still get up for it.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for San Antonio. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Mobley comes in for Okiki, and Washington subbed in for Castle. And the Warriors also making a change. Santos is checked in. Now, here's Brogdon. 6 points for him. Inside, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Brogdon against MP. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from outside.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Lakers put on a show. He came away with 41 points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
So it's San Antonio now, after the Warriors pick up 3.
Don't sleep on Simmons' athleticism. He still has the ability to hammer down those alley-oops. Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 6. Knocks it loose, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter.
I got yours.
Outside Curry. Clock at 4. Launches it. And another 3 for Golden State.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Washington. No scoring in this one. Mobley sets the pick for Vassell. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And now Vassell knocking down a 3 of his own.
MP against Brogdon. Here's MP. Look at that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to shoot. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow. Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's MP. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's MP. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. MP with it. Simmons is there. MP, no good.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Wasted no time on that one. Vassell's got 5 points in the quarter.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Another miss by MP.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Washington finds Johnson. Spurs working the ball around now. Mobley sets the pick for Vassell. Shoots over Pajemski. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside, Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Back to MP. Thompson outside. Pass to MP. Kuminga, screen on Simmons. And Kuminga throws it down.
Textbook execution in the screen and roll. Kuminga knowing exactly where to get to ahead of time.
Spurs trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And stolen by Mobley. Here's Washington. Another one falls for San Antonio. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's MP. 16 points for him. Takes the 3. Mobley with the rebound. Washington kicks to Vassell. Mobley outside. Johnson the pass to Washington. Fires Here's the three. Johnson's shot is off.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
To the middle. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Another game and another dunk from Andre Drummond. That's where he likes to live.
And stolen by MP. All alone. Capping off the break, MP.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Drummond working against Simmons. Mobley wide open. San Antonio again missing. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost. But sometimes, even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
Vassell kicks to Simmons. Back to Vassell. 5 on the clock. From downtown. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors leading by 7. MP looking around. Drummond sets the screen for MP. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now, here's Vassell. He's defended by Pajemski. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, is when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Golden State, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, San Antonio, 4.5 games behind.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
All right, Brent, quickly, first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Pass to Simmons. Clock at 6. Here's Okeke. Here's Washington. Drains the 19-footer. Washington's got 4 this quarter.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
And stolen by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Okeke.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
MP outside. MP strong inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Vassell against Curry. Lets it go from the wing. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell. And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. The Warriors, number 1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Castle's checked in for the Spurs. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Simmons. And Golden State also making a change. Drummond's checked in for Kuminga. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. MP against Brogdon. Justice the pass to Drummond. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Okiki.
The court awareness improving with time. Johnson with a great pass there.
MP right side. Fires for 3. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
And MP put his youth to work there. Gets the ball and outruns everyone down the floor.
Pass to Okiki. Back to Brogdon. Wembanyama, a screen on MP. Wembanyama against Drummond. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Brogdon. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Justice the pass to Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. On the wing, MP. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Okiki. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama down low. 17 points in the game. The Warriors pull it in. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
That bucket in no time at all. Brogdon's got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. Wiggins sets a screen for MP. Pass to Wiggins. Can't hit that one. San Antonio's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Warriors leading by 5. Curry on the wing. Brogdon against MP. Pass to Thompson. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Totally reactionary, not even thinking about it. Klay Thompson playing with some confidence.
Here's Brogdon. The shot will not fall.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
MP outside. To the paint. MP going in strong. And MP throws it down.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
54 seconds left now here in the second. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by MP. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
Spurs trail by 11. Pass to Castle. To the left side wing. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For 3, Brogdon. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for. They love to run. At times it looks like a layup line. They can hit the 3, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Johnson. Castle is out there with Brogdon. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Okeke in at the 4. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. MP dishes to Kuminga. Misses from close range. Spurs trail by 14. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. And here we go. Kuminga heading to the hoop. Here's Justice. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. MP's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Warriors. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. MP finds Curry. MP against Brogdon. MP outside. Back to Curry. Latre. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Brogdon. And they'll get another chance. 2 on the clock from past the arc. They get it again. Warriors leading by 16. Floats it up for Kuminga. Johnson with it. Now defended by MP. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's good. And now that's 35 points for MP.
So good to see MP attacking with reckless abandon, just letting his game flow.
Here's Castle, guarded by Curry. Here's Castle. Pass to Johnson. over Justice. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
And the dunk by MP.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, a great job by Brogdon there. Terrific at shooting off the dribble and finding some balance.
And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there. A guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with a high percentage.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brogdon against MP. Wembanyama looking it over. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Castle. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer.
Like it when your superstars still make attentions to detail, being active on D right there and not allowing the shooter some space.
Wiggins passes to Justice. And he makes good on the layup. MP's got 41.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brogdon the pass to Okeke. Now Johnson. Brogdon outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Second chance effort. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. Good. Warriors leading by 15. MP outside. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. On the wing, Johnson. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. That three off the mark. Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. MP kicks to Wiggins. Back to MP. Jackson Davis in the corner. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Baseline jumper.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Spurs trail by 15. Pass to Castle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pass to Castle. There's Okeke, covered by MP. Johnson outside. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. There's Kuminga. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Kuminga's got 10.
That's sort of the natural range for Kuminga, even though he's gotten better with the three.
And the foul called on MP. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the fourth personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Simmons checked in for Wembanyama, and it's Vassell in for Castle. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign. And here we go, Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
After the review, the officials will have his overturn.
Closer detail, what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Johnson. There's Okeke. Vassell outside. Lets it go from deep. And that one is good from Okeke. He's got 7.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Vassell. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Podziemski. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Justice. And MP throws it down.
Well, you love to see the athleticism that MP is developing here. Gets a step, and look out.
Johnson outside. Back to Brogdon. Okeke passes to Brogdon. Over MP, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Offensive rebound. And a missed layup.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Johnson outside. Simmons sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Okeke. Vassell wide open. And it's MP with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Outside, Kuminga. On its way from Curry for 2. Rebound, San Antonio. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Stolen. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Offensive rebound. He takes it in. Comes up empty down low. Spurs trail by 16. Vassell outside. In the corner, Simmons with it. Back to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off his shot.
Oh, goodness. Ben Simmons, unreal.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And MP throws it down hard.
Amazing creativity on the fly from MP.
The Spurs shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Brogdon looking it over. Johnson, that's tipped. Pass to Okeke. Here's Simmons. Nice defense from Kuminga.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
MP finds Curry. Back to MP. They set the screen. Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga, no good. Spurs trail by 16. Simmons with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there it is for him.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Curry on the wing. And stolen by Vassell. He's all alone. Ogden left side. Pass to Simmons. Here's Okeke. Now Johnson. He's defended by Podziemski. Shot clock at 5. And Simmons kicks to Vassell. No good on the 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kuminga, screen on Johnson. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Brogdon. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Spurs ball. Substitution on the floor.
Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Vassell with it. From deep. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exact.
MP has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And
Watching MP in midair, that's why people pay to see this guy play.
Here's Vassell. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. MP's pass to Podziemski. MP against Simmons. Here's MP. And the layup is good. MP's got 49 points in the game.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Vassell. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by MP. And Wiggins throws it down.
Quick into the air. Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
Spurs trail by 15. Knocked loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Podziemski. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
Starks checked in for Wennington. MP against Simmons. And yep, another basket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 19. They need this. He takes it up and lays it in.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Wiggins passes to Justice. Takes it. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Vassell kicks to Simmons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 12 points for Ben Simmons.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Out to Thompson. Lets the three fly. Good! Another from three.
And would you believe he's nearing fourth place for most three-pointers of all time?
I cannot believe it. Not only does he have the talent, but he never stops working on his shot. This guy is something else. Mobley finds Vassell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. And Golden State also making a change. Jackson Davis is checked in. MP, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And stolen by MP. Into the lane. And MP throws it down.
Once MP puts his head down, you know he's got no intention of stopping that drive.
Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Wembanyama high post. Working on Drummond. And that one drops. Vassell's got 4 points this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Back to MP. Pass to Pajemski. Trains the three-pointer.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Screen by Simmons. Vassell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Vassell's got 10 points here in the second half. The drive.
Oh, MP, that's how you attack the basket.
Here's Vassell. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And here is MP. Pass to Pajemski. In transition, here comes San Antonio, and the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
A different look now for San Antonio. Okiki's checked in for Mobley. Castle comes in for Washington, and Brogdon subbed in for Simmons. Golden State also making some changes. Kuminga comes in for Andre Drummond, and Curry subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. Kuminga the pass to Wiggins. Brogdon against MP. Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
Wembanyama finds Brogdon. Pass to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Castle misses. Warriors leading by 20. Pulls up on the wing. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Wembanyama. And it goes down 2 points. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Justice. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. But it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
Out to the right wing. Back to Brogdon for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's MP. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Spurs trail by 21. Poked away and stolen by MP. Drives to the hoop. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Here's Vassell. And good coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6 assists now in the game. Inside. Connects again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's MP. He got it again. Sensational.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
MP finishing what he started. That's a great play all the way around.
There's the lob to the hoop. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. San Antonio's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Now MP. Pass to Drummond. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Podziemski finds MP. Here's Santos. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Brogdon, he's checked in for Vassell.
Coming onto the floor for your Spurs, number 15.
Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors leading by 22. Over to the left wing. Drummond passes to Santos. MP outside. Pulls it up. Snatched away. Here's Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 6th assist on the night. MP with it. Brogdon picks him up. A nice shot by MP.
Battling in the paint, MP not letting himself get pushed around.
Tipped away and stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Got that one up quick. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Lobbed up there for Drummond and stolen by Wembanyama. Brogdon against MP. Brogdon the pass to Johnson. Drummond working against Wembenyama. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. The Warriors pull it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't.
You're one of the only players to ever get a quadruple double.